And so I had this girl down on the ground, beating her with my foot on her. I held her down there. And no matter how much I beat this girl, she denied it. She said, no, it wasn't her. Most of us know when somebody is a friend or an enemy to us, whether they mean us good or harm. But what about those times when what we're thinking is completely different from what it is? What about those times when God shows us something different about the person? I want to tell you that it is not for you to ignore. Not everybody that you have in your life as friends or loved ones are happy for you and mean you well. I've always heard that, but no, through God, I have found out for my own self how true that is. Today, I'm going to share with you some real practical examples of how God can reveal to you who your enemy is and who a true friend is, or an angel, who is really for you and who is against you. Now, I have always thought the best of people. I've always thought that their heart was pure towards me just because that was how I saw them. But I've learned now that that is not enough. Sometimes people may react a certain way towards certain things that I share with them, and it might not come off very positive. But I never go and think that they're not happy for me or that their hearts are not pure towards me. But when God began to reveal certain things, my eyes opened. At first, I didn't want to think bad of them. So I thought, okay, I won't share certain things anymore. I won't spend so much time chatting with them anymore. But God kept revealing more and more. And so at some point, I had to accept what God was showing me because God cannot lie. Now, if you're watching this, you need to learn and not continue to allow yourself to be held down, to be held back, to allow people to harm you when you're thinking that they mean you good. The first time that God showed me someone, I ignored it. What he showed me was myself trying to get to a very high level in him. And this person was in the way, blocking me from passing. I couldn't pass. And then God showed me that something another time again. And I would say that I ignored it because I didn't immediately go and cut off the person. But then later on again, I see where more and more things, after I got strong enough where I could distance myself from the person, then more and more things were revealed to me. This person, God showed me this person feeding me in my dreams. God showed me this person having like a debate, I wouldn't say a debate, like a round table talk about me. It was more than one time that this person was trying to give me food in my dreams. The first time I told her, no, I don't want any. I said, no, I don't want any. No, God is not going to use an angel, someone who means you well, to feed you food in your dreams, because to be fed food in your dreams by anyone is a sign of the enemy wanting to attack you with sickness. So if God uses someone that you think is dear to you to do that in the dream, God is also saying to you that this person is not your friend. This person is not on your side. This person is being used by the enemy. So wake up. The second person that God showed me in a dream, now this was not someone very, very close, but this is someone I've known all my life. And when you know somebody that long, there is no reason for me to think that this person would be thinking bad about me. It's not anybody who lives close to me, but this is someone that I would occasionally speak with on the phone. And what we would talk about is our walk with the Lord. It's mostly that, nothing too personal. I have helped this person multiple times on the phone when they needed help. They called me for certain things, and I dedicated my time to this person, helping them as much as I could with whatever they wanted. And then God showed me this person one night. She stole something from me. And I suspected her because she was the only one. I'm talking in the spirit now, not in the natural, because this person doesn't live close to me. God showed me this person stealing something from my room. I suspected her because she was the only one that was in the room that stole the thing. And then the next thing that God showed me, a window that was close by. And when I looked out the window, there was a man down on the ground that the girl threw everything through the window, and the man was collecting, catching them down the bottom from her. So she lied. So she did steal whatever she stole. And God showed it to me, and I said, wow, I won't even wait for a second dream. I won't even wait for a second warning. Immediately, I have to cut off this person. I have to cut off this person. Now, I don't know what God has shown you about anyone, but we have to be smart. We have to be sharp in this day and age. We can't ignore those things because we don't know the schemes and the tactics of Satan. We don't know what he's going to use these people to do next. We don't know in what way they can harm us. So we have to be careful. Now look at how I'm going to show you now. I'm going to show you now when people's hearts are really pure towards you. There is someone that I know who was like a lifetime friend, a friend for a long time. For whatever reason, they went their way. We're not friends anymore. There was no fuss, there is no nothing. They're just gone. And would you know how many times God has used this person to deliver package to me in a dream? Wherever God was taking me next in the realms of the spirit, whatever higher level God was taking me, God used this person more than once to deliver packages to me. And that tells me that this person's heart is pure towards me. There's no hard feelings, Marion. There is no hatred. There is no animosity. There is nothing. And this is how my heart is towards this person as well. I just told myself, you know what? This is not the first time they've done that. So this time, that's it. I'm just not going to reach out to them anymore. That's it. And they can just stay where they are. But at least their heart is pure. Sometimes it's just time for people to move along, and that is okay. Praise God. So God is not going to make a mistake with those things. It's not just about the delivering of the package. It is also about the deliverer, the person who gave you the message, the person who brought that spoken word in the dream. God is not going to use a bad person to give you a good message. God is not also going to use a good person, a good earthly person in your life to deliver a bad message or do a bad act in a dream. It's never going to happen. Now, there is this young lady that I know, and I've never had any reason to think bad of her. We're not very close friends, but I just see purity in her. And would you know how many times the Lord has used this person in a dream as an angel just to deliver a message to me, just to instruct me on things that he wants me to do. God has used this person. He didn't pick her by chance. He didn't choose her by chance. He's telling me that her heart is pure towards me. I can trust her. And I know other people just like that. The same thing. And I know I've never had any reason to think that there weren't good people as well. And it's the same way God uses them to deliver messages, to give me packages, whatever He has for me in the realms of the Spirit. He uses these people. Now, the two bad ones, how can I now go and ignore those? How can I just brush them aside? As we grow with the Lord, as I grow with the Lord, I have to be smarter. I have to be wiser. There is a lady that I know, and I grew up with this person. Well, I was the one growing up. This person was already an adult, but we were pretty close for a certain period of time. I would say a few years, because this person didn't grow up where I grew up. But I really like this person, and she migrated. We had no issues whatsoever. And, you know, she's on Facebook, but we're not friends on Facebook. And I always wonder, how come she never sent me a friend request? But I never sent her one either. And I always wondered, what she thought of me. How come, but we weren't very close friends, just friends. Back then there was probably, I don't remember. There's no phone contact, cell phone contact. But this person, I always wonder what their thoughts are towards me. Does this person have anything against me? I always wonder. But recently, God, because God sees my heart and He knows that I wonder, I've never said it to anyone. God used this person. I knew that she's a good person. Someone shared a story with me a couple of years ago of something very nice that she did for someone. So I knew she was a good person from before, but I just always wondered, how come, we have never connected again? And God used this person just very recently, to ask me in a dream if I wanted something very good. Can you imagine the angel of the Lord asking me if I want something? He used that person to ask me. And I remember I was so tired. I was so tired when I woke up from that dream. And I had to think about it. And while thinking about my answer to the Lord, I fell back asleep. And as I fell back asleep, the angel of the Lord said, "You didn't answer." I felt so special, but that person, and I answered the Lord, told Him what I wanted. But now I know I don't have to wonder anymore that person, their heart is pure towards me. Perhaps one day I might send them a friend request. I don't know. Maybe I will. But I'm really happy now, and God sees, He sees our thoughts. He knows everything that we have on our minds. And so He wanted me to be assured that this person's heart is truly pure towards me. The point that I'm trying to make here is that God just does not show us people at random. He doesn't use anybody at random in our dreams. He shows them to us for a reason. Don't focus just on the message. Focus on the one who delivers the message. Whether they're angels representing God or they're representatives of Satan, we have to be sharp so that we are able to tell, if this one is here for good or if this one is being used by the enemy to make us sick or to rob us, to stop us from walking into our destiny. Whatever God shows you in the dream, in the same way that person can block you in the natural. So be very smart, be very discerning. Do not go suspecting everybody now, but make sure that you never ignore those people that God shows you in the dream. All your dreams are from God. Whether it's a happy dream or a scary dream or any type of dream, it's from God. But the question is, what is God saying to you? And are you able to interpret correctly what He is saying? When you get dreams that are sexual, they're not from God. They're actually happening in the natural, but Satan does it in while you are sleeping for you to believe that it's a dream. Demonic spirits are sleeping with people as they sleep. If you want to learn more about not just that, but understanding your dreams on a whole, please hit that subscribe button. I have a whole series of videos coming up about understanding your dreams and interpreting them more accurately with the help of God, of course. Do not ignore anyone that God uses in a dream. Did they do good to you or bad? What was the word that they spoke? What message did they deliver to you? Don't just wake up like it's a normal day when God shows you somebody or someone saying something negative to you in a dream. It's not by chance. Nothing in the spirit is by chance. Life is more spiritual than natural. Many times when we wait for the manifestation in the natural, it's already too late. So if you have to cut somebody off, cut them off. If you need to pray, then pray. God has placed a measure of wisdom in every one of us. Use it wisely. Know who your angels are, and likewise, know your enemies.